On this day a year ago, March 13th, 2020, COVID-19 came into our community and shut down our school. We found some faculty and students and asked them how COVID has changed their life.
How has COVID affected your life in the last year?
Well, like everyone's life, my life has been impacted, my family's life impacted. At home, a lot of the activities that my daughters were signed up for, those were either canceled or modified. Even going to the grocery store, we haven't been in a grocery store in months. We do all online pickup. Even our small group for church, we do a lot of virtual meetings now. We don't always meet in person. On the football field, we were taking temperatures before every practice. Even water distribution changed. So the smallest details, COVID just changed everything. But we adapted like every other sport. And then classroom-wise, our workout groups are much smaller. We're spread out. Our attendance sheets have to be right on for everyone. We don't want anyone to get contact traced by accident, and just keeping a positive attitude. But I find having a good mental mindset has overcome a lot of the difficulties that COVID has presented.
I'm definitely a lot more thankful for what I have and the relationships I have, like with friends. Especially at the beginning, it was hard because I had to cope with kind of just being quarantined with just my family. So not seeing my friends was definitely hard, but it's getting better as long as COVID gets better.
What has been your biggest challenge with COVID?
I think it's a mental mindset of just having positivity and finding something positive in every single day. There's a lot of things going on, there's a lot of changes, but everyone's having to go through it. So just keeping a positive outlook on life.
What has been your biggest challenge over this past year?
Having to remember to bring my mask to public events, and I haven't been able to see my older family members in quite some time because of COVID.
Next, we caught up with a student who has openly shared his experience with contracting the virus.
It was nerve-wracking at first, and I felt sick for 2 or 3 days. Felt like I had a fever, flu maybe. And I had bad body aches, and I sat in my room, slept a lot, and I felt like I was kind of going crazy from being by myself for a long period of time.
Next, we caught up with Becky Stebbins, who is not only our school nurse, but also a nurse at Ball State Memorial Hospital, to find out how COVID has affected her daily life.
How has your job changed from last year? What are the different protocols you have to go through?
My job has changed through the year. It seems like there's a lot more paperwork, there's a lot more contact tracing. However, it has slowed down a ton in the last couple months, and I think that has to do with the vaccines, and I think that is how we're going to slow the spread of corona, is everyone get vaccinated.
What do you recommend us to do to slow the spread of the virus down?
To slow the spread, obviously continue to wear your mask and get vaccinated.
So, 1 year later, and we're on the verge of defeating this deadly virus. So always remember, a mask a day keeps COVID away.